Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. We are solving the problems on trigonometric ratios. Hope you know all the 6 ratios: sine, cos, tan, cot, secant and cosecant. Okay, so you have to know the formula how to find the ratios, right? So let's solve the problems now. Given cos A is equals to 0.6, find all the other trigonometrical ratio for an angle A. So what is given? Cos A is equals to 0.6, it is given, and you have to find out all the other trigonometrical ratios for an angle A. So the reference angle is A, and you have to find out all the other 5 trigonometrical ratios. So one is given and you have to find out all the other 5. Okay, so consider the diagram below. So you can take a triangle ABC, and the acute angle you have to take it as A, and what is given? Cos A is equals to 0.6 is given. So 0.6 can be written as 6 divided by 10. So you have 0.6, you can write 6 divided by, after the decimal number how many numbers you have? 1, right? So you can write after 1 1 0. So if it is 0.66, so how will you convert it into rational numbers? So you will take it as 66 and divide by 1. After decimal number how many digits you have? 6 2 numbers, right? So if you want to convert it into rational number, you will add 2 zeros after 1, that is 66 divided by 100. Here you have one number after the decimal point, right? So you can write 6 divided by 1, after that you can have 1 0, okay, that is divided by 10. Okay, now you got cos A as 6 divided by 10. Cos A is nothing but base by hypotenuse. So base value is 3. So if you simplify this, what do you get? 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 10. That is 3 divided by 5 you get. That is base is 3 and hypotenuse is 5. Okay, so you can write it as base is AB, so 3x, and hypotenuse will be AC, that is 5x, and you have to find out perpendicular. Now two sides are given and you have to find out one more side, that is using the Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem is the hypotenuse square is equals to sum of the squares of other two sides, that is base square plus perpendicular square. So you can take the length of AB as 3x and the length of AC as 5x, right? So base is 3 and the hypotenuse is 5x. So substitute here. So AB is 3x whole square plus BC square is equals to AC is 5x whole square, right? So you can write BC in one side, since you don't know what is BC, right? So you can write it in one side. BC square is equals to, so what you have? 5x whole square, that is 25x square, minus 3x whole square is 9x square, right? That is you get 25 minus 9 is 16x square. So BC will be root of 16x square, that gives you BC is equals to 4x, that is the perpendicular. Now you got all the three sides, that is base is 3x, hypotenuse is 5x, and the perpendicular is 4x. Now you can find out all the other trigonometrical ratios, that is sine A is perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. So here the perpendicular is 4x divided by hypotenuse is 5x, that is 4 divided by 5. Cosecant A is hypotenuse by perpendicular, that is AC divided by BC is equals to, AC is nothing but 5x and BC is 4x, that is 5 divided by 4. X and x will get cancelled. You get 5 divided by 4 as cosecant A. Secant A is hypotenuse by base. So hypotenuse is AC divided by base is AB, and AC is equals to 5x and AB is equals to 3x. X and x will get cancelled. You get 5 divided by 3. And tan A is perpendicular by base and cot is base by perpendicular. So perpendicular is 4x divided by 3x. So x and x will get cancelled. You get 4 divided by 3, and cot A is base by perpendicular. You get 3x divided by 4x, that is 3 divided by 4. Okay, these are the other 5 trigonometrical ratios. Okay, did you understand this? So we'll move on to the next one. In a right angle triangle, it is given that A is an acute angle and tan A is equals to 5 divided by 12. So one ratio is given. That means you have given with two sides in a right angle triangle and you have to find out one more side. And what you have to find out? Find the value of cos A, second one sin A, and the third one is cos A plus sin A divided by cos A minus sin A, right? So first what you have to do is you have to find out the other side, right? So what is the formula to find tan? Tan is perpendicular divided by base. Okay, so tan is perpendicular divided by base. Perpendicular side and base side is given. You have to find out hypotenuse. So perpendicular is 5x and base is 12 and you have to find out what is the hypotenuse AC. So using the Pythagoras theorem. So what do you get? So AB square plus BC square is equals to AC square, right? So AB is nothing but 12x and BC is 5x. AB is nothing but the base and perpendicular is BC, that is 5x. So substitute here. So you get AC square is equals to 12x whole square is 144x square plus 25x square, that is equals to 169x square. So 169 can be written as 13 square. So you get AC is equals to root of 13 square x square. So the root and square will get cancelled. So you will get AC is equals to 13x. So now you got perpendicular as 5x, base is 12x and the hypotenuse is 13x. Now what you have to find out? You have to find out what is cos A. So you know the formula for cos A, it is base by hypotenuse. So what is the base? Base is AB divided by hypotenuse is AC. So what is the value of AB? It is 12x and hypotenuse AC is 13x, that is x and x will get cancelled. So you get 12 divided by 13. The next one is sin A. Sin A is perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. So what is the value of perpendicular here? 5x divided by hypotenuse is 13x. X and x will get cancelled. So you get 5 divided by 13 as sin A. So the third one is you have to find out cos A plus sin A divided by cos A minus sin A. So you know now what is cos A and sin A. Substitute here. What is cos A? Cos A is 12 divided by 13 and sin A is 5 divided by 13. So substitute here. Cos A is 12 divided by 13 plus you have, write it plus, sin A is 5 divided by 13. So divide by, you have cos A. Cos A is 12 divided by 13 and sin A is 5 divided by 13. So you have same denominator, right? So you can take it in the denominator 13 and 12 plus 5. Okay, so 12 plus 5 is 17. 17 divided by 13 you get in the numerator, and what you have it in the denominator? 12 divided by 13 minus 5 divided by 13. So denominator is same 13. You can write 13 and 12 minus 5 gives you 7. Okay, 7 divided by 13. So you have it in the numerator 17 divided by 13 and in the denominator you have 7 divided by 13. That can be written as 17 divided by 13. So when you take that to the numerator, it becomes 13 divided by 7. So this 13 and 13 will get cancelled. So what is remaining? The 17 divided by 7 will be remaining, right? So did you understand this? So you have 17 divided by 13 in the numerator and 7 divided by 13 in the denominator. So when you take it to the numerator, it becomes 13 divided by 7 and 13 will get cancelled. You have 17 divided by 7. So this you can write it in a mixed fraction. So how will you write it in mixed fraction? You will divide this, right? So you divide it by 7. What you have? 17, right? So 17 2s are 14. So what is remaining? Remaining is 3. So how will you convert this to mixed fraction? So you will write the quotient first into the remainder in the numerator divided by the divisor in the denominator. Okay, so that is 2, the remainder is 3, 3 divided by the divisor is 7. 2 into 3 divided by 7 is the answer. So when you convert 17 divided by 7 to the mixed fraction, you get 2 into 3 divided by 7. That is the answer. Okay, did you understand this? Okay, we'll move on to the next one. Okay, given sin theta is equals to p by q. Find cos theta plus sin theta in terms of p and q. So it is not given in numbers, it is given with a variable, right? So p divided by q is given. Okay, so you have to find out cos theta plus sin theta in terms of p and q. So you have hypotenuse, perpendicular and base. So you have to take one side theta. So you have to find out sin theta is equals to p by q is there. So perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. Perpendicular will be p and hypotenuse will be q. So using the Pythagoras theorem, you can find out one more side. Therefore, the length of the perpendicular you can take it as a px and the length of hypotenuse you can take it as qx. Okay. So base square plus perpendicular square will be equals to hypotenuse square using the Pythagoras theorem. So you know what is a perpendicular and hypotenuse. Just substitute here. Keep the base square as it is. Base square is equals to px square is equals to qx whole square, right? So base square will be equals to qx square, q square x square minus p square x square, right? So this you can write it as q square minus p square into x square. You can take the x square as common, x square, and you have base square, right? So when you want to find out only base, you can send this square to the other side, square. You get square root of q square minus p square and square root of x square. This x square, the square and square root will get cancelled, so you get x. So what is the base? It is square root of q square minus p square into x. Now you can find out what is cos theta. Cos theta is nothing but base by hypotenuse. Base is nothing but square root of q square minus p square x divided by hypotenuse is qx. X and x will get cancelled. So what is cos theta? Root of q square minus p square divided by q. Okay, so you know now what is cos theta, and already sin theta is given. So what is sin theta? It is p by q, right? So what you have to find out? Cos theta plus sin theta. Now you know what is cos theta plus what is sin theta, right? So cos theta is nothing but square root of q square minus p square divided by q, plus sin theta is given in the question. It is p divided by q. Okay, so you can write it as p plus root of q square minus p square divided by, you have same denominator, divide by q. That is the answer. Okay, did you understand this problem? Okay, so that's all for today. We'll meet you in the next class.